Yes. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. Been catching up on the case 6 years later. Jew would give my life back. I am truly humble. Man, look at this man. Look at this man. Wow. It's a beautiful thing to see when the justice system actually work right. I think it's an amazing thing to see that, and I'm happy to see this. I've been going through, as you see, Twitter, just looking in some of the posts. I've been going through, see, just what I'm seeing. I'm seeing some real channels out there that are, addressing some of the stuff that's going on, talking. That's always a good thing. Before I forgot, share the broadcast. Share the broadcast. Subscribe, and let's talk, man. Let's talk about the Johnny Depp case. I'm seeing a lot of mainstream media still not giving up much. Like mainstream, they hit the ground running. Some people, to me, as I said, like, she still have a lot of people in mainstream media on her side, even though she's wrong, and I really wish her the best. Like, I want her to pay what she got to pay, but at the end of the day, I guess some people would want her to not have a job. I'm not that person. I still would want her to have a job. I would hope she go to therapy. I would hope she have some decent people in her life to actually help her and give her a better advice, because I feel like she have serious issues. I feel like she probably battling with a lot of trauma. So, and it's okay for us to admit when we have something serious going on. I think that's the first way of us getting the help that we need. But it's good for us to admit, there is a problem. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's good to just be honest and have that conversation. So, I'm still gonna pray for her. I know some people probably, I know what she did is wrong, and I definitely want to hold all parties accountable, no matter what ethnicity you are, what color, what height, what shade of your eyes, what, we are all human at the end of the day, and I would love a system that could hold all of us accountable. I could hold myself accountable. If I accuse anyone of anything, I would hope society would hold my feet to the fire to see where is my proof. Like, where am I getting this from? What am I standing on? So, and that's okay. You want to hold yourself accountable, so you could hold someone else other than yourself accountable. And sometimes you practice holding your friends accountable. You practice holding your family accountable. So, you got to practice from home. I think a lot of us, that's where you should start learning right from wrong. So, yeah, the Johnny Depp case. I'm seeing a lot of independent media. I'm seeing a lot of TikTok. I'm seeing a lot of YouTube. I'm seeing people post on Facebook. I'm seeing a lot of independent people that are making content. A lot of independent people definitely are showing more understanding and willing to point stuff out. But even like a lot of, as I said, I know we have people in this world that don't always do right, but I see a lot of people, even people that saying, okay, she's wrong. I don't see nobody actually wishing her harm. Like not that I'm seeing around me, and the videos that I see that are making against her. I'm sure they probably have videos like that out there. Personally, I haven't seen it, and the people that I'm following, they are talking about the case, but they're not like wishing her like, the worst of life. They're saying, okay, let's hold her accountable. But to me, some people are wondering if she's going to be able to get a job, and I'm like, yeah, she still have a big social media. Mainstream media didn't stop messing with her at all. I know a lot of us are happy that so much people in the public are holding her foot to the fire, but a lot of mainstream media are still not holding her accountable. So she should be able to get several movies if she's willing to work. If she is willing to work, I'm not going to be surprised if a month from now or 2 months from now I heard she's coming out in a new movie, a movie or two. She still have mainstream media on her side. It's not like a lot of normal hardworking people are holding her accountable, but a lot of people in Hollywood she are still pretending like she did nothing wrong, and then some people in Hollywood that's okay, she did something wrong. They're saying, well, maybe she did something wrong, but that's because she was stressed. So a lot of people are actually trying to dismiss it, like, okay, no, that she was okay, yeah, she probably was in the wrong, but maybe she was just going through a lot, maybe it's her childhood trauma, so a lot of people could try to throw it off to other stuff, so I don't think she should have any problem getting in any work. I think she still have her supporters, and I'm sure if she come out in a movie, they'll still go see it. I'm not going to say the 6 billion or people is going to go see her stuff, but no, I'm sure a few millions should still go see her stuff. Now, I won't be surprised. I'm just praying that someday I would like to see that balance. If a man have like, something come out against them, I would pray that they still have some kind of support. As I said, I want him to, if he do something wrong or whatever the case, I would love to see if he got to pay money, if he got to go to therapy, you got to go to, I would like to see him do that. But I would still like to see like a media willing to back him and still like support him, and he could still have work. So if he have any family that was depending on him, it's not like he's just done. No, there's actually still somewhere you could work, and even if majority of the people in the world don't like this man, it would be nice he still have a base that still support him for whatever case. I would like to see that. So I think in life you go through a lot, but as I said, congratulations to Johnny. Justice for Johnny. Yes, justice for Johnny. People people need to say it loud. But once again, I'm happy to see that it's not just for Johnny. As I said, it's just seeing the jury system work. Cause I was kind of scared, and I don't know why. I was like, cause I was looking at the evidence of what was being presented and what I was seeing in the court, and I was like, he should win. But I'm like, he should win. But I'm looking at him like, cause I'm like, I'm looking at the way she presents her case, and I'm like, all right, if she's lying about this or she's lying about that, and I'm like, okay, cause if the thing is, I guess it's kind of hard for me to give her the win if she's not. If she was actually telling the truth, then it would be kind of harder for me to give Johnny the win. But the fact that she's lying in so many different areas, then it's easier for me to dismiss a lot of the stuff that to give her the win need to be true. So but because a lot of the stuff for me to give her the win is not true, so I'm like, all right, I got to dismiss that because that's not true, and she's not being honest. And as I said, I feel like she have a case to tell that I think a lot of people would listen to her, but for her to tell what's really going on in that relationship, she's gonna have to willing to shine the light on her and some of the stuff that she would have to own up to say like, well, I messed up. I know I did this wrong. And if she would come clean and just tell the real truth of what's really going on, it's gonna shine her in a bad light. But guess what? It would be the truth, and I think you could have pulled from that because it would have been honest. It would have been coming from an honest place, and it would have been easier for a lot of regular, just 9 to 5 people, like hardworking Americans, like, all shapes, sizes, colors, everything, just to understand that. It's good for when people could actually relate to you. I'm not, a lot of us are not, rich or anything like Johnny, but he come off as normal. He come off as somebody that's struggling with stuff that a lot of us that don't have the financials like him, and we don't have the cloud, or probably don't have the backing he does, but we definitely could struggle with a lot of the stuff that he's struggling with, to show that he's still human. He probably one of the 5% that's really rich, but still he's struggling with a lot of just human stuff that we go through. Drinking, smoking, struggling with childhood trauma, just like just struggling through real stuff. And I think that's very relatable when you're willing, if you're willing to open that up to a public, to show that, hey, yeah, I'm kind of vulnerable right now, but I'm actually being real, to say that I'm a guy, but it's okay for me to be vulnerable if I'm trying to be real. Kind of funniest thing with Johnny, like when I hear him talk, like when it's so different. I know he was like an introvert, but I didn't know like the way he talk, like he take a long time to pronounce his words and stuff, and I'm like, wow, because in the movies I don't really pull that out. A lot of time I see him in the movies, I would think that's how he is more in real life, but he's like so different in real life. He seems more down to earth. He seems more humble. He seems more introvert in real life. So that's interesting to me. So yeah, man, justice for Johnny. And yeah, like the case, man, like everyone is talking about the case right now. I haven't seen DY. Let me see. I haven't seen DY guy. I'm not sure if I've seen any text from him today. I know he's always texting. And the umbrella guy, yes, the umbrella guy. I'm sure he probably texts. Elaine was funny when he's talking about the umbrella guys, like Johnny Depp biggest. I'm like, I don't know about that. The umbrella guy seems like someone in a state that's actually been working. Like, he's been working. And the thing is with the umbrella guy, I feel like he was covering the case from like 2016. So as I said, I heard about it in 2016. If you catch my last video that I make, I was saying I was hearing about it, but I wasn't following it. So even with the umbrella guy, a lot of the stuff he probably was doing in 2016, I didn't see any of those videos. I think I got to go back to look at some of those videos now, because now in 2022, since I'm keeping up with the case now, I started notice somebody was saying umbrella guy been working at this case. So Johnny always had fans that believe in him. I was a fan of him, but as I said, I still wasn't covering the case, and I don't really watch mainstream media like that, so I didn't see that they was bashing him as hard. But I definitely, about in 2020, start hearing that they was going to try to cut him out of some movies, and here I was like, wow, is it that serious? So I think that's when 2020, end of 2020, going into 2021, I start paying a little bit better attention to actually what's really going on. But even then, that's when I actually start looking up more independent media. As I said, I started looking at some people on YouTube that was covering it. I think I was looking at Elaine, and then I started looking at then what was I was looking, then I started looking at different people in LawTube. Then I think I was looking at there was so much people that's covering it. Oh yeah, Popcorn Planet. Because the thing is, Popcorn Planet is a place that I watch all the time. As I said, I have certain places that I watch. As I said, I don't watch mainstream media like that. I just feel like they're very scripted, unfortunately. So yeah, I was watching Popcorn Planet. I think I was watching Popcorn Planet for a few years now, I think. I definitely start watching Popcorn Planet really like viciously when the Gabby Petito case was going on. I was definitely watching Popcorn Planet really hard. Like I was, cause they was covering the case so good, and they was trying to do so much. They was like trying to donate to charity, and I just find them so they was so kind. And some people, like, you say stuff online, and I think one of the time what was so funny, they was doing a show, and they was trying to do some stuff, but they said okay, they were supposed to like sign off to go take care of some stuff in the background, but they was still on the air, and people was like hearing that they was saying. So when they thought they signed it off, but people was hearing, it was like, okay, we need to call these plays, and they was actually not just saying that, because when they was online, they was actually still making calls, and they was actually getting on the phone like, hey, yeah, we trying to find out about it, and show you that they wasn't just saying that. And I was like, wow, for them to not just, because some people say stuff, but when they think they're offline, sometimes they change, you're a completely different person. Sometimes they was just saying that to say that. So I think that was very like, that was so